What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. We got a live fantasy football draft going underway in less than a minute here. We're going to hop right into it tonight. Running a little bit late, but we're going to have a great draft in less than a minute. 2024 fantasy football draft, full PPR, double flex. And we're going right into this thing right now. Live draft. Pete's in the house. Pete's in his Vikings gear. So, Pete, I don't know. Yeah.
We're ready. Let's go. You see this? We got the championship ring over here. We got the little Vikings chain. We got the hat. We got the jersey. I just need a JJ grill. But maybe after I win this league, I can get a fantasy champ grill to stun on everybody in this lobby. I'm ready.
I'm ready as well. I'm scared of this league. I think League 2 is going to be one of the craziest leagues out of all the Catch fam community. So I apologize for being 5 minutes late to this draft. I am the worst, but it looks like everyone's here. I'll double tag everyone on Discord and all that stuff too in just a moment. And this is going to be a good league. This draft's going to be a lot of fun. I'm at the 1-4. I forgot I was drafting so early tonight.
Too early drafts.
Oh, my boy's gone too. Great.
But
I mean, it's not like there's a bad choice here. I kind of want to do something a little crazy, but I'm just going to take CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were comfortable with taking him at 2 last night, you said. I'm going to get stuck with JJ again. Look at this. Look at this. I know Cam's not taking JJ. I told you.
You have to do it.
But I'm not going to do it. Or
Interesting.
I'm definitely doing it. Let's roll, baby. We're rocking here. We're doing it. I'm okay. I'm okay with the running back there, but I think maybe there'll be value on the back end there for a running back. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when the first round ends, but I just, it's so hard to not. I mean, if I don't end up with Lamb there, then I'm going Amon Ra. It's so hard to not start this draft with wide receiver.
Yeah,
but
5 wide receiver. Go McCaffrey into 5 wideouts.
Yeah. But yeah, we have a little bit of preseason action to talk about, I guess.
Bo Nix overrated. That's all I know.
Bo Nix out there running around. Javonte Williams got a touchdown.
Woo, that's what we love to see.
I do like seeing that, actually. So I didn't see anything on the Saints-Niners game. And there goes Bijan off the board. But yeah, the Packers, I didn't see no one relevant. I mean, Bo Melton, 2 catches. Other than that, there's like no one I've even heard of this offseason played for the Packers. They got a safety. I didn't even know that. 2 points. Wow.
They have 2 points. So that explains a lot.
Yeah. Bo Nix, 8 of 9, 80 yards, a tutty. Jared Stidham ran in a touchdown. Zach Wilson was 0 of 3. Wow. McLaughlin and Javonte both had 3 carries for 17 yards, 5.7 yards per catch. Bo Nix also added 12 yards on the ground. Samaje Perine had 5 touches. Audric Estime had 3 touches. Tim Patrick had 4 grabs, 30 yards, and a touchdown. You know, I like to see my boy Timmy P involved. Cortland Sutton had a catch, 23 yards. Greg Dulcich had 2 catches, and Javonte. I thought Javonte Williams caught a touchdown, but
nope, guess not. Maybe got overturned.
Yeah, I guess something had to happen. Or maybe he was out at like the 1. If you guys know, I was watching this, but obviously wasn't paying super close attention. Saints Niners, Derek Carr was 7 of 9, better than last week. Rattler was 4 of 8. You saw Jamal Williams, James Robinson get involved. Taysom Hill had 5 carries and a touchdown. Chris Olave had 3 grabs. Such a weird team right now. Niners. And I mean,
Josh Dobbs did everything.
Josh Dobbs. This game's still going on, but you saw the GOAT Josh Dobbs out there. Purdy was 2 of 6. Not great.
Not good.
Josh Dobbs did have a rushing touchdown. Jacob Cowing, very involved, had one rush for 19 yards, but also 4 grabs for 51 receiving yards. He's been like a deep sleeper name, best ball dynasty type name. That's interesting. But other than that, that's about it. See at the bottom of the chat, Reverse says Bo Nix crossed the line of scrimmage when he threw to Javonte.
Typical.
So basically still a Javonte receiving touchdown. Kind of. All right, let's see. Try and make sure I got everything together here. All right. Let's go, league number 2. I'm excited for you guys. This is going to be a great league. I know I said at the beginning of the stream, but now I'm situated, and I'm excited for this draft. I guess we won't talk too much about the draft as it goes on here. I have no plan, no idea what I'm going to do here. I drafted for a home league earlier in the night, super flex team, 10 teams. That league has 2 flex spots and a super flex and a kicker and defense. So it's like 16 rounds. And the first year this league's ever been super flex. So that team was very interesting. All right, let's hop in the chat. Emil, hello. And of course, guys, any fantasy football questions, fantasy football topics, whatever you guys want to go over, let us know. And give us a rating on 1 to 10. How much do you love Pete's outfit tonight? Because I feel like I glanced over that at the beginning of the stream, but that's got to be, we got to make it bigger. I thought you were going to wear the helmet, dude.
No, helmet stays on there.
Okay.
I could have wore the helmet.
I thought you were going to wear the helmet for sure. Kobe, good to see you. Emil, Mr. Skurs, Rock Out, Tommy, what's going on, everybody? Chase Brown, best of luck, League 2. Andrea, hello. Chase Wellner says, appreciate all the work you guys do. Right back at you.
I officially got sniped by Tommy. We can start there.
Yeah, this is a really tough pick for me, honestly. I feel like I'm gonna follow the trend here. I'm gonna go Devon Achane.
See, I almost went there.
I'd rather have Pacheco than Achane.
Yeah, I know. I know you would have taken Pacheco. We know Cam would have taken a wide receiver, so that doesn't matter.
I forgot. Yeah, Cam's there at the 1-5.
Cam's in between us.
It's tough because I do really like Achane, but I do feel like part of me just wanted to go aggressive at wide receiver here, but I'm okay with Achane.
I wanted Henry there. I feel like Henry would have paired well with JJ.
Yeah.
I'm not upset. I knew once I saw 3 picks, 3 running backs, I was like, okay, I'm getting my running back.
So now we can talk about this. If I didn't go Lamb, it was going to be Hall or Bijan.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I probably would have gone Amon-Ra anyways, but there would have been a higher likelihood of me going Hall or Bijan at the 1-4 if Lamb was not there. But I just think starting Hero RB this year with one of those first rounders is like it's really tough to not do. But you look at the 2 double Hero RB teams, especially Tommy's, the Bijan Henry. That's just a scary amount of upside to.
I was debating between I was going to take Bijan over Jefferson. Or
that's what I figured. Yeah.
And I think I was leading Bijan there, and I would have went double running back. So I would have went Bijan, Pacheco, probably, or whatever. But then again, it changes the whole board. Whole board's changed.
Yeah.
At that point.
First round, pretty typical, except JT at the 1-9. Let me see. Gibbs, Barkley go at the beginning of the second.
Harrison squeaked up on there at the 112.
See, I was hoping Collins would fall to the 3-4. I debated going Collins over Achane just because in this range of wide receivers, Collins is my favorite. Man, I just You know what?
Do it. Do it. I know what you're doing. I knew it. Do
Yeah.
it. Do
I didn't
it.
do it last night. I'm going to do it tonight. I don't want to take Adams, and I like this entire tier wide receiver. And Adams is honestly, I think, a good pick right here. But you know what? I was going to go hero running back. We're going to go double hero running back from the second and third, and we'll go on. Taylor says, all this I'm scared of League 2 talk has me thinking Jonathan threatened by us in League 3. No, I like League 3 a lot as well. There's something about this league though that feels like just very aggressive. Like some of you guys the combination of some of you guys have just been here for like so long, and then like there's literally these are some of the best mockers I think in the whole community. But no, I mean League 3, we went over the teams last night. I don't think there was a single bad team in League 3. I don't think there'll be really a bad team in any. That's the thing. I'm kind of scared of all the leagues.
Cameron made my life really difficult. Really difficult.
Do you guys do 4 or 6 point? It is 6 point per passing touchdown.
I have to do it. I can't.
Yeah, it's really tough to pass on Adams in this.
At 3-6, I have to do it. Cam really forced my hand there. I was hoping he was going to take him, and I wouldn't have to make that decision.
I love Cam start, Chase, London, Debo. If I did go wide receiver there at the 3-4 is probably Debo. Kuda also goes 3 wide receivers, a great start. Hill, Evans, Ayuk. I mean, really good hero RB start for Chase with C-Mac, Olave, Collins. Cat's team looks bad. I'll say that much. But
agreed.
Yeah, just kidding.
Nope.
Charlie, what's up? I love that Pete and Cats are already like having a rivalry with it.
Cat started it. He was throwing. I didn't even see it till like last night. He was throwing shots in the chat, so I had to, Then he fired back with ashes, but
it'll let the crap talking go on all year long. Charlie, what's up, man? Good to see you. Tommy says couldn't decide Bijan or Hall. It's a coin flip, 1A, 1B after C-Mac for me. So,
yep, same.
Love both.
I was in the same spot.
Let's see. Albert, what's up, man? Gibbs in the second round is nice. Yeah, I do like Gibbs there at the 2-2 a lot. Okay, the chat restarted. JT Puka is nice as Taylor. Yeah, I don't have a problem going JT there. You just don't always see him go at the 1-9 a little bit early.
There's our first triple running back team.
Foster goes 3 RBs. Yeah.
Monster.
10 for Pete. Andrea likes to look tonight.
Nice. 10. Thank you, Andrea.
Pete's mad I took Henry. I mean, how could you not be?
I am mad. I'm a little mad. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably like a 4, maybe a
solid
3.
Space.
Perturbed. I was perturbed. Not gonna lie. I'm okay with Pacheco. Don't get me wrong. I like Pacheco, but I prefer Henry.
Yeah,
I like ETN too. I'm good with all 3 of those running backs in that spot.
Yeah, it's hard to. All those guys are great right there. I don't know if I'm ever going to get any of them in any of my drafts.
Never. See, I was thinking about James Cook there instead of Devontae. That's what I was kind of deciding between the 3-6. And I think I made the right decision, but we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty heavy RB draft for the first 3 rounds.
That's what I was worried about. I was like, it's going to be a super heavy RB draft, and I kind of want to get just like have my 2 running backs, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Bryce is asking Rice or Dell. Shoot, they're super close. I mean, Dell gets drafted before Rice, but Rice is probably in line for more targets. But when everyone's healthy on both these teams, you're going to see 3 wide receivers out there for both teams. So I think Tank Dell at his ADP is just a tremendous amount of upside. Tommy says he almost went A-Chain. Yeah, I was a little surprised. I mean, you see A-Chain go at the 2.9, 2.10, 2.11 all the time, even at the 2.12 sometimes. But with you guys, I was a little surprised that he was there. Brees Hall team going to be nasty. Yeah, I mean, I like the confidence in Kenneth Walker right there. Hope he keeps it up. We shall see. Plenty of rounds left. Rockout needs one more person in a 12-man on ESPN PPR draft August 30th at 9 p.m. with League Safe. I think he got that posted on Discord as well. So if you guys are interested, let Rockout know. Cat says brutal 8-chain snipe. I was close to passing on him. Honestly, if I took a receiver there, it was going to be Collins.
Good. I'm glad you sniped Cats. Yeah.
Yeah, gets Jacobs. Kenneth Walker magic. Wide receivers are, yeah, I'm interested to see how that triple RB team goes. All right, Antonio, could you rate my team I just drafted? 12-team PPR. Allen, Kyron, Mostert, Jamar, Waddle, Kincaid, Rice. Good starting lineup. Chubb, Chase Brown, Ramadunze, Dowdle, Dobbs, Chuba, Polk. I mean, for a 12-team, this is fine. Throw Chubb on the IR, though, and go pick out somebody else to help this team. I mean, I like Dobbs. I think Chuba and Dowdle are fine. I think Adunze be okay in the flex, but you're kind of missing like that bona fide person on the bench who can step in and you can trust. But other than that, I mean, this team is starting rosters perfectly fine. I like Mostert a lot. Like I'm fine with Mostert as an RB2. So,
damn it, Tommy is killing me right now. That's 2 snipes. He is killing me right now.
Yeah, that's Tommy's boy right there.
Dude,
he's been on
me, Tommy.
I mean, Tommy's was all over Tank Dell and Dynasty last year. Emil says the 1.1 probably the hardest spot to draft from. It definitely can be challenging. I think you're just locked into going hero RB. Senior Cinnabon, what's up?
I'm getting wrecked by this board right now. This is by far the worst 1-6 I've had in the last 2 months of drafting it, or month and a half of drafting at the 1-6. Look at the board has fallen so bad.
Sometimes it ends up being a good thing, though.
No, I got a bunch of old guys and prima donnas. They looking like me. We're gonna show up to every game dressed like this. My team.
All right, I'll go Flowers here. So we got 2 tight ends, 1 quarterback gone so far. At least you're not drafting next to Cats of all people.
Yeah, I mean that would be funnier because then I could snipe him. If you are.
That's true.
He's not gonna snipe me. I'll snipe him.
Kiona Belt says 12-team PPR 5th spot. If Brees, Bijan, Chase, St. Brown are there, who's the pick? In a 3 wide receiver format, it's Chase or Amon-Ra. Yeah, if you're playing with 3 wide receivers, I go with those 2 elite guys. I have Amon-Ra by a hair over Chase, but if you prefer Chase, I'm fine with that. But yeah, 3 wide receivers, take the wide receiver there. I could potentially be trading Etienne and Ferguson for London and Ladd. I don't know if I like that trade.
I do not like that trade.
What happened to the trade from last night, Fletcher? Chase, I do around 10 leagues a year, but this is my first time picking first in a long time. So far, locked in at hero RB. Got your wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, and 2 flex spots filled out, Chase. Got to have a little friendly trash talk, that's for sure. Rock out my worst team. Love Jaden Daniels. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. Kyron A-Chain Jacobs, Ford, Warren Mostert, Hill, DK Worthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Christian Watson, Kincaid. I mean, I don't think this team is that bad. I actually like this team. You do have a lot of running backs compared to wide receiver depth. I like the quarterback situation a lot. I think running backs are fine. I mean, maybe you could try and it's gonna be you can't really trade Warren right now, but you could try and tier off at running back and try and get an upgrade at flex for wide receiver. But depending on how many teams are here and what like format, double flex or not, I don't think you're in that bad of a spot. All right, I was hoping Rashee Rice would be here, and he's not. But I want a Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, so give me waiver worthy.
Nice.
Are we worried about Derrick Henry's hurt? What?
No. Good. I hope he's out for the season.
What's the injury? I don't see anything.
I don't know. Being ugly.
Bro, I dare you to tell Derrick Henry to his face he's ugly.
I wouldn't say that. He's a king.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, okay. Let's talk about two things. Let me know an update on the Derrick Henry sitch here. But Jaylen Warren will be out multiple weeks due to a hamstring injury. His status for week 1 is up in the air. Najee Harris to the moon. And then we got a big update for the fantasy football community. Gardner Minshew has been named the Raiders' starting quarterback. It's Minshew mania. So this goes against your theory that
it's going to go terrible.
Yeah.
It's going to go terrible.
He needs to be the backup and come in and for relief, and that's where his magic comes from.
I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, I do, because Aiden O'Connell was pretty bad watching him play.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the right move. I mean, Minshew nearly took the Colts to the playoffs last year. How does this impact fantasy? Like, I don't know if any of the Raiders players really change in ADP for me. I do think it. I mean, it's not like Michael Pittman was bad last year. I think it could definitely benefit Adams, but it's not like it's not like his ADP moves up. Pittman was a top 15 wide receiver last year, though, so his touchdown upside wasn't high, but we'll find out. How do you guys in the chat feel? It is, I mean, Minshew mania is what we need more than anything. All right. Almost 6 rounds in, ladies and gentlemen. I really have no plan for this draft.
I had a plan, and it's been thrown out the window.
Got to check your sleeper DMs. Dynasty? Do we have a dynasty trade in the air, Cinnabon?
Uh-oh. Sounds like it.
I feel like not too long ago you were celebrating 1,000 subs over 4.3 is now great. It is good. I remember celebrating 1,000 subs. Thank you, Charlie. We got to get to 10K this year, though. Yeah, no Derrick Henry injury, I don't think.
Might have been trolling.
Maybe something came up. Boxing the deck with the God start. Wilson, Gibbs, Cup, Devonta Smith, not bad at all.
Yeah, Gibbs falling to him helped.
Tommy says DK and Dell. Those are your guys. I'm glad you got your boy. You got Bijan too. It's a very Tommy draft over there. I've been taking CD at the 1 or Brees. I'm okay with. I mean, really, like the 1-1. I'm almost okay with anyone from C-Mac to Hall going. Got to identify that wide receiver 1 or RB1 that you want, and go from there. Gibbs or JT? I probably still lean Gibbs.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about the Gibbs situation, and we'll see. I still like JT a lot, but I'm gonna go Gibbs still. Love Flowers this year. Yeah, I was scared Cameron was going to take Flowers at the 4-8. In the situation I'm in, I felt like Flowers was a good selection.
I'm off Flowers. Off Flowers. Off.
Yeah.
Read some bad things. Not
Yeah,
not all there. Not
some
there.
people are definitely off on him, so we'll find out.
Baltimore tends to do these things. They tend to draft these guys that, yeah.
I'm officially in at this point. He's on my team. AJ Brown, Wilson, or Marvin Harrison? AJ Brown for sure. Not even close. Love me some Garrett Wilson this year. I think it's going to be great. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to get absolutely force fed. He'll be very good. It's still AJ Brown. AJ Brown really should be in that first tier. Like it really should be like Hill, Lamb, St. Brown, Chase, JJ, AJ Brown, then Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Puka, etc. Charlie says, took Scary Terry, sad face. That's your boy. Go Commanders. Tommy says, McBride snipe. Chiefs on the 3-peat tear. We'll find out. Yeah, I'm
hard doubt. It's too hard.
Xavier Worthy to 5-4 is a little early. I just don't know if he makes it back to me.
Probably not. No, he probably goes in front of.
We got a long draft, ladies and gents. It is a good start for Box and the Jack. Good drafter, though. I've been hating on Henry for the past 2 seasons, waiting for him to fall off. I know. People were really low on Henry last year. It was RB8. And the year before, he was coming off of his like first and only injured season. He was RB4. Went from RB21 to right back to the RB4, right back to top 5. I mean, he's been top 8 every year since 2019, except the year he was hurt. And the year he was hurt, he was still at RB21. Like he still was almost had 1,000 rushing yards in 8 games and 10 touchdowns in 8 games. Like, I mean, everyone will get hurt eventually, but we'll find out. How many middle schoolers would it take to tackle Derrick Henry? At least
100, maybe 1,000. I don't know. How much energy does he have?
Yeah. Tempted to go Gibbs and MH Jr. at the 1.9. I mean, is it a 10 or 12 team? If it's a 12 team, I don't know if MH Jr. makes it back to you. It depends on who you're drafting with. Oh, Tommy's saying, hopefully Henry doesn't get hurt. He won't get hurt. He'll be fine. I mean, you could say that about, I hope Devon Achane doesn't get hurt because he's on my team. I hope Rachaad White doesn't get hurt, you know?
I hope Josh Jacobs gets hurt.
Like to catch wide receivers. Hate the RBs, though. That's right. I like the controversy at RB in this league. I mean, I'm very high on Rachaad White, and I just know he won't make it back to me. And like
Yeah,
I'm kind of
he's not making it back to you. I'm taking him. I'm taking him
no.
at 3-6. He ain't
I
making it
mean,
back to you.
really good value at wide receiver on the board there. Debo, Adams, Metcalf, Cup, DJ Moore, even Pittman and Devonta, even Tank Dell. Um, Plenty of argument to go wide receiver there. But I'm going to be in, not including the dynasty leagues, 12 leagues this year. Have over 100 best ball entries. Like I'm going to switch it up in a lot of these drafts. Like last night, I felt like I had to draft DeAndre Swift when he fell to me, And White's been my guy, so I'm going to try and have some of those players that I've been in on all off season long on my respective teams, especially with you guys. Put my money where my mouth is.
Nah, I'm waiting for the team where it's like guys you're just super out on. Your whole team is just guys you've been out on, and watch that team dominate.
Tommy says hesitate on the Jaden Reed pick. I like that pick for your team. I'm okay with it.
Let's see if Tommy can snipe me 3 times. See if he can go 3 for 3 sniping me.
Yeah, Godwin was a good value at the 5.8. Definitely agree.
Like Godwin.
This is your signing some of my dynasty trade offer. We'll see.
That doesn't sound like a banger. Sounds like a fleece.
You might have to change that 3rd rounder to a 2nd rounder, but it's an interesting offer. Best week 1 defense. We are not on. Are you on Twitter, Pete? We're not on Twitter. It's like
I am. I'm
our
on
joint
X.
thing. Yeah, I don't do. I did a little bit of Twitter like 2 years ago. I don't do it.
What am I? At. What am I? I'm under after the review, but it's not my at. My at is. I don't know. At Peter D28. It's my at on X. I don't tweet enough. I get into fights and comment sections with people. All right. Tommy didn't snipe me. I'm happy. Yeah, let's round of applause. Round of applause. I was not sniped for the 3rd time. Thank you, Tommy.
I can definitely see you getting into fights on Twitter. Oh, you got Swifty.
Couldn't go with another Viking. I could go Aaron Jones there. Couldn't go with another Viking. Thought about it. Could do it. Yeah. Let's go Swift. We'll go Swift.
We will be making defense and kicker content throughout the year. Oh gosh, I'm on the board.
I gotta look at the week 1 schedule.
Yeah, I just pulled it up, so I'll take a look here.
Whoever is bad on offense against a good defense. Week 1 fantasy defenses. I don't think anybody has a good defense. The Bengals maybe against the Patriots. I think the Patriots offense is just terrible. I'm pure
Agree.
Awfulness. Maybe. Oh my God, what a terrible matchup. Oh, these are just. I mean, my God, these are just terrible.
Yeah, these are not really great for streaming.
There are no good. I mean, there is not a good fantasy defense matchup anywhere.
The Vikings and Giants are playing each other. That's like 2 that X's out.
Yeah, and then there's other ones like that too, like the Panthers and the Saints. Like those are 2 terrible offenses. It feels like, but they could also score against terrible. The Broncos and the Seahawks. The Broncos front 7 is garbage. Cowboys and the Browns. Browns have a good defense. Cowboys could have a very good offense. Rams, Lions. I don't know what that game's going to look like. Jets, Niners. No idea. That might be the game right there. Like just like Jets, Niners maybe. And hope nobody scores. Hope that's like a 17-20 game.
Like Panthers, Saints play each other. That's like, who are the offenses we're definitely streaming against?
Like the Panthers and the Saints.
Yeah, I know. And then like Vikings, Giants, it's like the Vikings offense even going to be that bad? I mean, they still have JJ's out there. Will we know if Addison's out there? Got Aaron Jones.
Yeah, probably out there. Yeah.
It's kind of a hard question.
You want to stream against the Giants. Do you want to stream against Daniel Jones? But the Vikings defense, I have no idea if they're any good. Their secondary is pretty bad.
It's like Raiders, Chargers is like, that's like a Broncos, Seahawks. It's like, this is a lot of up in the air kind of
situation. Falcons, Steelers. Like, I don't think the Falcons defense is any good, and Maybe the Steelers are. We don't know who their quarterback is. Bills Cardinals. I don't want to touch that. Bears Titans. Maybe the Bears. Maybe the Bears D against Tennessee's offense on the road.
But then it's like Tennessee might be kind of improved this year.
And the Bears defense could just be horrendously overrated. The Bengals are the only one that stands out just because how bad the Patriots D are. Sweet Lou will figure it out.
I definitely agree on the Bengals defense. They were like decent to stream sometimes last year.
Chiefs Ravens. Like, do you really want to go against that Chiefs offense? I mean, the
not,
Ravens.
Week 1 Thursday night. Yeah, there's like
that's a tough sell. You could try it.
There are gonna be some points. I mean, last year was what? Lions Chiefs.
It was 21-20.
The game wasn't as high scoring as it was made out to be, but
21-20 and one was a pick six.
Yeah. I'm about to be faithful.
Week 1 is a bad stream week. Really bad stream week.
Chad, if there's anyone that stands out to you guys, let us know. But
week 2, though, I'm sure there's a great week 2. I mean, Niners Vikings potentially great week 2. Cowboys Saints, another good week 2. Jets Titans, like that could be an interesting one.
This is a tough.
Oh, Ravens Raiders. The Ravens defense against the Raiders in Baltimore, and the Ravens had 10 days off. That's just like say your prayers.
Sorry, I'm on the clock.
Don't miss your pick. It's okay.
I was hoping Christian Watson would be here. Not surprised that he's not. This is a tough pick.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 directions I can see myself going right here. I'm going to take I'm going to take the clock all the way down. You know what? I'm just going to do this. Give me Kyle Pitts.
Oh, come on. Oh, no. That's where I was going.
I didn't really think Pitts would be there, so I was kind of eyeing Evan Ingram. And then, like, usually I'd probably just go Mostert, but I have A-Chain, so I was like, I don't really want to go Mostert. And then, like, do I just get another wide receiver? But I've so far drafted one of the wide receivers on the board in every draft so far. And then, like, I don't love this tier wide receiver right here. And I so far in my 2 drafts for the year, I've kind of punted tight end. So I kind of wanted to go more elite, quote unquote, tight end here.
Screw it. We're going all in on the Caleb Williams tie factor.
I almost took Rome or Coleman, both gone there too. You know, because I mean, at this point, in my opinion, I need wide receiver depth, but I'm like, tight end value here looks good.
Yeah, it was. This is easily the worst team I've had. Like, I hate this team already. I hate this team so much. It goes against everything. I hate this team. I cannot understand how bad I hate this team.
I think you said that last year, and your team turned out pretty good. But you weren't.
No, this team is just so against everything I wanted it to be.
We got plenty of rounds left.
No. I don't like any person left on this even available. I'm punting on the season. I'm open for business.
Dom, what's your best 2 players you can grab at the 1.9 and a 12 team? AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm. And then one of the.
Yeah. I mean, if Brown's not there, it's like Garrett Wilson. But if Brown's not there, that probably means you can get Bijan or Brees. And if you can, that means like JJ fell out or something. So you look at the first 10 players on the board tonight, you switch Brown and with JT, any of those 9 guys. And then for me, it's Garrett Wilson or Gibbs. And then going back to the 2-3, Barkley, Kyron, Puka, MH Jr. It just kind of depends on what route you want to go. If you're going running back in the second or wide receiver.
I like AJ Brown, then whatever running back is left between JT, Kyron, Gibbs, Barkley. That's my move.
Yeah, JT.
Somebody takes MH Jr.
Yeah, any of those guys. I agree. John doesn't make trades. I make some trades. Emil, you're in the dynasty league where I really like my philosophy in that league is I don't make trades, or at least I don't trade draft picks away in that league. And that team I drafted really young, didn't trade away any draft picks, and that team's like now contending basically. Like I drafted really good young players coincidentally. So Tommy says I would have taken Worthy. Where at the 6? Oh, at the 5.7. Yeah, I figured someone was going to take them. Cinnabon, I've gotten very close. That's in League One though. League One, I trade all the time. Well, at least trade all my draft picks in that league. Cinnabon, we almost had that blockbuster trade during the draft. I can't believe we didn't agree on that. How many middle school Derrick Henrys would it take to tackle grown Derrick Henry? That's a good question. I bet you Derrick Henry was pretty big.
Yeah, like 4. Like, I don't know, probably like 4. Henry was probably like 6 foot in middle school.
Yeah, I know in high school he was huge. So, but probably still a good amount. It's a 10 team. Trying to figure out which 2 players are going with the 1-9. Okay, so I would go Brown at the 1-9. Most likely player to still be on the board. Then yeah, at the 1-10, I try to get Gibbs.
Yeah.
Brown Gibbs is a really good start. If not, I go Brown Barkley. That would be the start I would eye. All right, Cinnabon likes the Bears, Bengals, and Vikings week 1. I mean, yeah, Vikings against the Giants, I'd take a shot, I guess. They're on the road.
Our secondary is so bad. Our corners don't cover they don't cover anybody.
I did have that thought. That's why I didn't really like it at first.
We did sign Stephon Gilmore, though.
That's
Stephon Gilmore just come in and he's going to start.
10 mil deal. The Bears, I think, are not a bad option. And kind of, I mean, they're at home. Depends on how you feel about Will Levis and this Titans offense.
They're probably going to force a turnover. You're probably going to get a turnover pick from.
That's true.
Is he even? I don't think Will Levis is even playing in the preseason. I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think like out of the options we have, all 3 of these teams, that's the argument to stream them is there. I think we like the Bengals the best, but I think a lot of people are going to look at options and say, I want the Bengals because they're playing the Patriots. And, you know, there's going to be 1 or 2 of these teams early on that we're wrong about, and they end up being decent offenses that you can't stream about. Then other teams are going to emerge. Quarterbacks get hurt. Hopefully they don't, but we'll have to see. Because like the Chargers defense was not good last year. They get the Raiders. Vice versa. It's not like the Raiders defense was good. They get the Chargers as Herbert's going to play week 1, right? Like there's not a lot of streaming on Broncos, Seahawks. Like Seahawks defense was okay last year in fantasy here and there. They're at home. Maybe Bo Nix is not bad though. It's like there's not a lot of good, like really in terms of streaming, it's always going to be there, but it does sometimes kind of take a couple weeks to really get rolling. That makes sense.
Just don't be the guy that drafts a defense that is bottom 3rd in the league in the draft. And you got to cut them.
I mean, honestly, if I'm drafting at this point in the offseason, I'm in the league with the defense and or kicker, I'm not drafting a defense or kicker, especially when like, you know, you can draft 2 extra players. That gives you a safety net, especially if you can draft like players like Hawkinson be an example where like you're just going to throw him on IR, then it doesn't even, and then Brooks, who just got drafted here, it's like it doesn't even hurt your team because you can still move them to IR and go pick up a kicker defense. So, but yeah, like if you have a starter get hurt, it's like your team doesn't really get, you know, like you have to throw someone on IR or your starter is in a bad position and then you drafted 2 extra positional players. It's like, it doesn't really hurt you. For kicker or defense, you can always find something. Something at the end of the day. Disbanded Brotherhood, hello. D Swift is a good pick depending on how you go. I mean, DeAndre Swift is my guy.
I'm just gonna go with the Bears. I think the Bears are gonna suck this year, so I might as well have them on my fantasy team if I'm wrong. I think that's a good
You did-
approach.
You got 2 back-to-back Bears. Well, you wouldn't go double Viking. You go double Bear though.
Well, I know we might suck.
That's
Okay,
true.
the
That's
Bears
true.
might be good. I am very happy this person did fall, coming back around to me though. Very happy with Jake
Yeah,
Ferguson.
so that's the other thing is if I was like, if I skip on Pitts, does Ingram or Ferguson make it back? And right now, looking at the board, probably because
Yeah,
I
he
don't think
would. I would have taken Pitts if you didn't
right.
take Pitts.
I don't think Cameron's going to take a second tight end. He might, but now we don't really know. Like,
Yeah, because maybe Box or no
but I'm
Box
like,
is
if you
dead.
take Kelsey in the 4th, to me, you're not taking a tight end here.
No,
So
Foster maybe could have taken his tight end if like
yeah,
Ingram's there for him
yeah.
instead of Brooks. But
So it's hard to say.
and I did the math. I didn't think Ferguson would have made it back to me at the 9th.
Hmm. What to do? What to do? What to do?
There's still good value at. There's some good value in this spot. A couple of guys. I know what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna say it, but I know what you're gonna do.
Really? Because I don't really know what I'm going to do.
Okay, I know what you're gonna do. I'm pretty sure you know what you're gonna do. Just looking at your team, I know what you're gonna do.
You sure?
Yeah, I know it before you even know it. So when you do it, I'll tell you if I was right or not.
This is a tough pick.
I'm thinking kicker here. Oh, okay. That was my second choice. I didn't think you would do that because you had so many wide receivers. That was my second
Well,
guess,
to
though.
me in a double flex, like I usually have 5 wide receivers by now. I think Addison is worth the pick here. He's way against ADP.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great value pick.
I feel like the risk is worth it. This is a team that needs some wide receiver help, so I feel like the risk is worth it there. There's a lot of good players on the board right now.
That's not where I thought you were gonna go. That was my
I'm
second guess.
curious. I think I
I'll
know
say
what.
I'll say it when they get drafted.
Yeah. Of course. I think I know what you were thinking, and yeah, it's hard not to comment on the draft itself, but
I'll only add until the picks have it. Until the picks
yeah,
have it. Good Kincaid pick. Ooh.
I was wondering.
Cats, you're killing me, Smalls. I was hoping he'll make it back.
I've been waiting for. I almost took Stroud just to take him.
I was hoping he would make it back.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would, but I was hoping. Well, he wouldn't have made it past you, so no worries. Then.
Charlie says good Kincaid pick to Tommy was between him and Lamar. Those are tough picks there at the 6'5". Legendary Pest Control likes Bears defense week 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're bad necessarily. No. I mean, I do like the fact, especially that they're at home. Commanders Bucks is another one that feels kind of interesting. Like maybe the Commanders struggle in their first appearance on the road. Bucks defense every now and then was okay last year.
Weren't they terrible against?
They're bad secondary though.
Yeah, they're terrible against the pass. They're good against the run, terrible against the pass.
Bad secondary.
A lot of bad secondaries out there. I can name about 7.
Man, I'm stuck on what to do with this next pick.
Well, maybe you'll draft the guy I thought you were going to draft because you haven't drafted.
Am I?
I like that Curtis Samuel pick.
Simo asking for doing another mock. This is not a mock.
This is real.
This is real, brother. No, just the one draft tonight. Yeah, this is a tough pick here, man. Going Dobbs.
Killing me.
Sorry.
Both my receivers gone. Gone. Wanted Samuels or Dobbs. There.
I can't comment on what I was gonna say.
Wrecked.
We will do plenty more mocks throughout. We've been running mocks since the spring. Like we'll have, if we're not doing a real draft or if I'm not doing an underdog draft, any other time space in between here will be more PPR mock drafts. Discord's down below, free to join. That's the best way to get the mock draft invites.
There's where I thought you were going.
Yeah, I considered Eckler with both those picks for sure. For sure.
You've been high on him.
That's who I thought you were thinking. So that makes sense.
God, I hate this wide receiver tier.
Great AR pick at 7-2. Definitely a good value.
I always draft this person, so I'm gonna have to ride with him. I always draft Tyler Lockett.
Pop, lock, and drop it. Tommy says John going Hollywood. So I've drafted Hollywood in both my drafts so far this year. I will say with where Hollywood goes, although I got Hollywood at like the 8-11 last night, which is still crazy to me. He goes at the 7-9 tonight. I do kind of feel like, well, I'm definitely okay getting Worthy in the 5th. If I got Hollywood in the 7th and was able to go Kirk, Godwin, Reed, whoever you prefer there at the 5-4. I could have even gone Josh Allen, like, which I wouldn't have done, but I could have gone the running, but I still feel like I'm getting a good share of this Kansas City offense, and you just have to wait a couple weeks, right? But I do think Worthy is fine there at the 5-4. But yeah, the draft last night I drafted Rice and Hollywood, But once again, I got Hollywood at the end of the 8th round. It's like, come on. If Hollywood's there at the 8.9, I'm not passing on him, I mean, Addison's semi-hurt and might be suspended, It's like I'm taking the risk on Hollywood there for sure. But
I'm convinced he's not getting suspended if whatchamacallit, if Rice is not getting suspended.
Yeah. I think Addison's still really good value there for sure. Reaching for wide receivers at this point in the draft. I mean, I just kind of added unnecessary depth there in the 8th and the 9th. So
it's never unnecessary.
I mean, I like Sutton I was hoping Sutton would make it to the 8-9 or Jamison Williams. So, I mean, I think both those picks in the 8th are fine. Kat says I get sniped every pick by John. Really? What, Deontay? Good. Yeah, Deontay I felt like is a good value for this team right there. Rome actually a good fit for that wide receiver room. Yeah, I think Rome as a wide receiver 4 in the 7th. I thought about going Rome over Pitts. Yeah, I always call Ferguson Fergie.
Fergie.
I hate this team means I love this team.
Nope. No, it does not. I would never lie to you guys. Trust me. I hate this team.
LeBron's, what's up, bro? By the way, guys, I still have 4 spots left in the final league of the year. Full PPR, double flex, just like this league. $20 buy-in. Let me know if you guys want in.
I might have to get in that to redeem myself.
If it doesn't fill, yeah, I'll let you can definitely. I mean,
no, I'll pay. I will pay to redeem. I am paying to redeem myself in that league.
You can definitely be in, man. Kat says I've made a few trades with John. It's like how I imagine trade talks with Jerry Jones is like. You definitely have to come out swinging if I'm going to make a trade in a dynasty league. That's for sure. But doesn't mean that I won't trade. He was faster in middle school, so 1. Just go for feet. Anyone stands a chance.
Yeah, except he's got a big head start. He's going to put you unconscious.
Dude, I'm about to look up Derrick Henry middle school.
I'm sure they got middle school highlights over there.
I was going to look up a picture. Oh, gosh, he's massive.
Yeah, I'm sure. What a freak. God, what a monster. Yeah, I'm okay with here. Let's go. I'm okay with this here. Just
imagine this This has a middle schooler tackling you.
God.
Like, why is this? Why does he look as big? Oh gosh, I lost the picture. Derrick Henry had 2,000 rushing yards season. Look at Derrick Henry standing up right here. Yeah, I mean, he looks like no different.
My buddy played him in his first like college game where he like came out in the Sugar Bowl and he tried to tackle him and he went straight through his arm. And my buddy is 6'3", 310. And he's like, I've never felt a human being like that ever in my life. It was the most powerful running person I've ever felt. And he was like a sophomore in college.
Yeah. So I don't know. We might have to rethink our.
Maybe it's only two. Yeah, maybe it's only two young Derrick Henrys.
Jeez.
See, I got sniped. I didn't really get sniped, but I kind of got sniped. I was going for an NFC North theme team. I could have went Dubs and Love those last two picks. It just went full NFC North theme team with no Lions because cats.
Dude, I was honestly really hoping Kyler or Jordan Love would fall here in the 10. I think they're both, and even Burrow. I mean, just really, really good values here.
I had to go. At once Love one, I had to go quarterback there.
I mean, frankly, I'd need running back depth here really badly.
Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah, you're telling me.
I only have 3 running backs on this team, but
same.
And I kind of went for unnecessary wide receiver depth there in the 8th and 9th, and I knew that was a big risk, and I don't know if it quite paid off here, but at this point, I was like, if Kyler or J-Lo make it back to me here in the 10th, I'm taking them. Emil says, thoughts on the Cardinals backfield? I think it's James Conner until further notice. We haven't really heard anything different. I think you see like Amari DeMarcado, Michael Carter really making Trey Benson combat for more touches in this offense. So until further notice, I'm just going to say it's Conner. I don't know. I've really gone like super light at running back in my first 2 drafts here. I mean, and this is a risky team. A-Chain is my RB1. This is a risky team to go super light at running back. I'm feeling okay at wide receiver over here. I don't know. I might make a risky pick with this next pick. We'll see. I was hoping maybe we'd sign Gilmore to reconnect with Dan Quinn and a veteran presence. Yeah, I mean, those Commanders DBs are not so good. Wanted T-Law, obviously, but I can't pass up a 6.10 Stroud. Yeah, I thought about Stroud in that range, too. Yeah, no one's allowed to draft Trevor Lawrence. Just leave him for cats.
Banned.
A-Rich before Stroud is crazy to me. I mean, you definitely see it in drafts. I mean, you kind of get upside in different ways from both of them. You know what's crazy? You break down Jordan Love versus CJ Stroud last year. Jordan Love had 32 passing touchdowns, 4 rushing, 4,159 passing yards. Stroud had 4,108 passing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, and just 23 passing touchdowns. Jordan Love, better statistical season, and you could argue has just as many, if not equivalent, weapons as CJ Stroud. You can argue. Still like the wide receiver room more for the Texans. All right, I'm doing a risky pick here. Who do you think it is?
I can't tell you. I can't say.
Let's
there you go. Whoa.
Let's go.
Nice. It's all in. All in.
Got to do it in the league with you. So give me Jaden Daniels here. I just don't think he'll make it back at the 12-9. He might have. mean, look at the board.
And you can get a backup, no problem for
I
him.
think any of these teams could have gone Jaden Daniels as a QB2. And Foster's is a Washington fan too. Reverse has no quarterback. I just don't know if he makes it back. Last night he went in the 10th, so this has been a little bit more of a push in terms of quarterbacks at the end. So risk it for the biscuit. These real drafts are nothing like the mocks. The mocks still the best way to prepare for sure. But yeah, they're definitely different. Yeah, let me know, Tommy. Someone says I'm in too many money leagues I can't win. Terry, 10-man full PPR. Hertz, Hill, MH, Kyron, Connor, Fergie, Debo. Great starting lineup. B-Rob, love that. Corum, Ridley, Mike Williams, Jameson, Mostert, Deontay. Solid. Do you feel like this team is close to a 12-team league, though? Starting lineup looks great. I love B-Rob, like, on Mostert on the bench, because they can interchange with Connor. Deontay, I think, can be a starter, of course, in full PPR. Jameson, I love for the upside. Corum, a good handcuff. I like Ridley. Not really a big Mike Williams guy, but he's fine on the bench here. So. Good team. Got 5 leagues. One more wouldn't hurt it. It won't hurt. It will only brighten your life. John could go with the Dak and Lamb stack. I definitely had a shot, but it's not.
Alas.
I don't really in redraft. I'm not crazy. Gonna overly go into stacks there. Gonna get JD5 with Love. Yeah. See, I figured someone would. Jordan Love and Jaden Daniel was like perfect combo there. Chase says, I was hoping you weren't going to take Dak before me. Yeah, I mean, and we already talked about Burrow, Love, Kyler being great values there in the 10th, but Prescott also. I don't think he was drafted yet when I said that, but also great. Pete picking a Viking at a good price. You got Chandler.
I needed running back help so much. So much help at running back.
I need more. You guys might have to send me trades for running backs.
I'll trade you. You want to trade Chandler for Dobbins? Cats.
Or for Dobbs?
Yeah, Dobbins. Chandler, I'm talking to Cats.
Oh, okay.
Took JK. We'll go Chandler for JK.
Rumors Trey Lance to Vegas.
Oh my God,
Wow.
Trey Lance.
They don't need him
because they're gonna re-sign Dak.
Wow. Yeah, we'll see.
I love the Cowboys so much. They are so entertaining. People, I can make so much content on the Cowboys and people watch it and it makes me money. I love them so much. It's just so much.
They are just a very interesting squad, say the least.
And it's on everywhere, radio, nonstop. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. Texas, just the Cowboys in Texas. It's so much fun. But I'm starting to get a little Texans love now that the Texans are good. People are starting to talk about them.
All right, I'm going to send invite to league number 5 to Tommy. Kelvion asked me earlier, so send that to him. And I guess Pete too.
To wait for me till the very end. When is that draft?
It's not. I scheduled it it's like September 9th or something.
Oh, wait. I'll wait then. Try and fill it. But I will be, if we need the spot, I will fill it.
Okay, fair.
I'm not itching to play more. You already got me stuck in the auction league that I have to do mountains of research on how to auction.
You are
draft.
like you're the mandatory backup in any league.
Yes, I am the fail safe.
Yes. Darnell Mooney, my sleeper wide receiver 2 in Atlanta with more on IR. Yeah, I like Mooney late for sure. Get him to the 11th. That's fine. I like your late round running backs, Tommy. Mostert and Ford are like perfect if you go double hero RB. So D Wicks gone. Yeah, I feel like Wicks is a player you got to draft when he's there. He's not gonna like fall, especially not after that 65-yard touchdown. All right, this is weird. I'm at the end of the draft and I have a quarterback and a tight end.
You don't know what to do now.
Honestly, if Ferguson fell to the 8-9, I was going to consider double tight end. But he's on your team.
He is on my team.
Good draft, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually, I think, a tough draft from the 1-4 for me.
This whole draft is tough.
This is a tough draft. Cinnabon says, I love auction drafts so much. The auction league is always a blast. Always a blast. All right, we'll let things simmer out here. Let us know in the chat how you guys are feeling about your squads. I will go over every team at the end.
Tommy, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
Dude, Hawkinson's such a like easy pick.
That was my pick. Like, oh my god. But I can't believe this. Like, I have to do this. Like, I have to go best value here. I have to take Brock Bowers.
You gotta take Bowers. Yeah.
Why is Brock Bowers here in the 12th round, guys? Like, I understand, but he's Brock Bowers. He's probably going to be good. I'm going to play him. I'm a flex. I'm going to run double tight end. Screw it.
Going to
there you go.
Back up my boy JD. Tommy says, not feeling bad at the draft. This is a very Tommy draft for you, Tommy. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Cats, you could have taken T-Law.
He's not committed. He's not committed to the bid.
No, he's not committed, bro. The lore is over. The mock draft season's over. It's just there's nothing left here. I feel a little. This is like this might be the only draft where I end up with Kyle Pitts. I don't want to say I'm nervous, but I think I might be. We'll see. Only time can tell. All right. One round left. It kicks off with Jordan Mason.
Remember when they drafted? Was it Mason that somebody drafted the other base, the other J Mason?
Yeah. You still got leagues open in Discord? Yes. Well, I have one league in general open for the year. Same format as this: full PPR, double flex. Just send me
$20.
Well, it is $20 buy-in. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I got one person who I know wanted an invite. But yeah, I mean, just I can send it in the YouTube chat right now if you guys want to get in. I'll send it in the chat too. It is a $20 buy-in. There will be a league safe link as well. So it's at the bottom of the chat. Don't join if you're weird. Boxing Jack was like you were like the first 5-round champion of this draft. You're already crowned. Team looks good. Almost took Bowers at the 10-10. Wow.
Too much value.
That was a
Too
while
much.
ago.
Yeah, too much value. There's too much value. I don't know what this team is. We'll figure it out. Maybe I have to trade Bowers when he becomes good or something and figure it out.
This is a tough pick, but like,
Jared Goff.
no, I can't go to that.
Triple quarterbacks. Come on.
I'm not like crazy, but I just got to take a handcuff. I only have 3 running backs.
I like that handcuff. So.
Yeah, I think Raiders are cooked. They don't find a QB. They got Minshew.
The Raiders have been cooked almost my entire life. Probably most of y'all's lives.
True.
The Raiders were good at a once upon a time in my life, and I can remember it, but they've been cooked.
I see some of you guys asking about how is IR going to work? Let me double check, but it shouldn't really be open until the normal period. So I don't think it'll process till Wednesday. Yeah, I don't think it won't process till Wednesday. But it's Sunday technically still. So it might process in I feel like I need to lock waivers. Because it really shouldn't start to go through until this coming Wednesday. So that's really how it should be. Just don't enter any waivers until midnight.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
So for football season to be back, I am as well. Got FSU in Ireland Saturday, trying to get tickets to Week 1 Washington at Bucks. I am so happy. Football season's coming back as well.
Week zero next Saturday.
Not committed to the bit is crazy. I'm not taking T-Law with Stroud. Bro.
Nope, you're not committed to the bit. You're not committed to the bit.
Cats. Come on, bro.
We feel betrayed. Both of us are betrayed.
Yeah, players. Waivers, I will say the one confusing thing as a commissioner on Sleeper, which is really on any app, but waivers are always kind of funky to figure out at first until the league gets going. Maybe it's just me. If you guys have noticed in my leagues, it's always a little funky. So I don't want players to be able to be picked up because it should be that you have to enter free agent bidding. So
Ricky Pearsall, Mr. Irrelevant. I like it.
I just want to check. There we have it.
We did it, guys.
I play reverse Week 1. Let me just double check. I'm gonna try and enter a
waiver pickup.
Yeah, but I'm kind of scared to do this. Yeah, see, I think I have a setting wrong because it's like it on Sundays, because I saw this in the other league. It's like it's not making you enter a free agent bid, but just on Sunday. Okay, I think it's updated now. Hold on. All right, now it should be good. Okay, you guys can do whatever you want on the waivers now because it's not going to go through. And right now it has it set each day, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. Like it'll go through tomorrow. But you have to enter in a bidding amount, which is all I care about for now. Like we shouldn't be able to enter free waivers. So I need to change that in the other league. But when the regular season's here, it's just going to be Wednesday, Sunday, and then maybe Thursday before Thursday games. But whatever's typical, you know what I mean? So, all right, I'll change another league later. Let's take a look at the teams. Congrats, league number 2. I will go through every team here in order. I'll skip me and Pete and circle back to them, though. All right, Chase at the 1.1 gets C-Mac at the 1. It's Jones, Spears, Jordan Mason, fine. Really light at running back, but you got C-Mac and 2 good enough guys, I guess, behind him. Olave, Collins, Higgins, McLaurin, Watson, Curtis Samuel, Shaheed. You are loaded at wide receiver, Chase. Not even fair. Dak Prescott, beautiful. Goddard's fine. I mean, you're starting Prescott, Goddard, C-Mac, Jones, Olave, Collins, Higgins, McLaurin. Spears can be an RB2. Watson, Curtis Samuel, Shaheed. Great bench options. I mean, you got a lot contingent on Goddard, but that's okay, I think. Yeah, was there really anyone else to pick here? I mean, maybe Algier, but you're handcuffing C-Mac in theory. So this will do. Kuda, I thought, had a pretty good draft. At least he was taking players I wanted. A-Rich and T-Law. I like that you got T-Law behind A-Rich. You are now crowned the T-Law official owner. Katz has passed his crown along. And Joku's fine. Mixon, Zamir White, Warren, Benson, Wright. Hill, Evans, Ayuk, Rice, Douglas. I feel like a lot of teams on the back or the first end of the draft went light at running back, like just said screw it as the draft went on. You're starting A-Rich and Joku, Mixon, White, Hill, Evans, Ayuk, Rice. I mean, that's a really nice starting lineup. Good bench running backs. Pop Douglas in the 13th is fine. I think it makes sense to take T-Law there. Good enough team. Starting lineup looks really good. Uh-oh. Cats at the 3rd. Stroud at QB, McBride at tight end. Like, I don't really feel like you had to reach to get elite QB, elite tight end here. So I'm okay with that. Jacobs, Najee, Brown, Dobbins. Like, these first 4 teams, like, we just kind of didn't go super in on running backs here. Cameron doesn't count because it was his plan. But St. Brown, Waddle, Cooper, Jason, Shakir, Downs, and Andre. I was interested to see what final pick you would make. This one makes sense. So starting Stroud and McBride, Jacobs, Najee, St. Brown, Waddle, Cooper, JSN. Definitely not bad. Benches, Brown, Shakir, Dobbins, everyone else here. I think this team is fine. I'm not crazy about the bench. I think Downs is fine. Good value. I like Chase Brown a lot. Definitely depends on how the bench ends up hitting. But team's fine. How do you feel about it? All right, Cameron from the 1-5. We got Josh Allen and Kelsey. Chase, London, Debo, Coleman. Monty, Washington's backfield. Man, and I almost took Eckler right after you took Brian Robinson, completely forgetting that you kind of go for that. Then you got Zeke and McLaughlin, Judy, Mike Williams. I mean, this is fine. You're starting Allen, Kelsey, Monty, Brian Robinson, Chase, London, Debo, Coleman. Fine. In terms of your personal strat, how do you think it turned out? Tommy. We got Jordan Love, Kincaid, and Hawkinson. I was definitely considering Hawkinson in this league as well. Metcalf, Dell, Reed, A.D. Mitchell, Mooney, Michael Wilson. It's fine. Let's see. You're starting Love. I think Love was your best value. But Love, Kincaid, Bijan, Henry, Metcalf, Dell, Reed, and then you have enough options here that someone will fill in at the flex. Like I said during the draft, I love Mostert and Ford on the bench for you. Solid team. see, you're going to have Wilson, Mooney, or Mitchell step up here, but I think you believe in those guys, so that's fine. All right, Foster's goes triple RB to start. It's got Lamar and Herbert, Schultz at tight end. I almost took Schultz in final round too. Brees, Etienne, Walker's just stupid in like a good way. I think it's interesting he took Brooks in the 8th, but obviously he's going to hit the IR. Charbs is fine. You got Walker, so good handcuff. Neighbors, Godwin, Ladd, D-Hop, Wicks. I mean, all your upsides at quarterback and running back, which is okay. You're starting Lamar, Hall, Etienne. You're going to have to start Neighbors. You're starting Godwin. You're flexing Walker, and then that last flex is probably going to be Ladd McConkey. I mean, we'll see if Tavion Wicks is stable enough. He could be an option here too. D-Hop, when he's healthy, I guess is fine. You're starting Schultz. 2 rookie wide receivers could be interesting. D-Hop's going to miss time. When Brooks comes back, though, like you might be starting Hall, Etienne, Walker, and Brooks. So this is definitely an interesting squad. Reverse at the 1-9, Purdy and Caleb. Kittle. JT Cook, Kamara, Dowdle. Good running backs. Puka, Pickens. Hollywood, Sutton, Palmer. I mean, 3 really good values at wide receiver there. And even Cook's a really good value in the 13th. So good team. Starting Purdy, Kittle, JT, Cook, Puka, Pickens. I'm going to say you're flexing Kamara here than flexing one of these 3 wide receivers, but you have good bench options at wide receiver and running back. Backup quarterback, not bad. A lot of good drafting tonight, guys. Speezy, as he traditionally does, goes quarterback early, gets Jalen Hurts. Got Laporta as well early. Kyron, Zach Moss, Blake Corum, Gus Bus, Marshawn Lloyd. A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, Ridley, B. Tom, Leggett, Burton. So 3 rookie wide receivers to end. 2 rookie running backs here. You're starting Hurts, Laporta, Kyron, Moss, Brown, Keenan, Ridley, probably Brian Thomas. So I think that could definitely work. Good bench running backs. And obviously, I still think 2 good rookie wide receivers, but I'd probably go. It's not like there's great options at wide receiver here when you took Leggett, but I try to get a veteran, whether it's over Leggett or Burton. But that's just me personally. Box and the Jack. Burrow and Andrews. You're obviously good there. Gibbs, Pollard, Javonte, Chubb, Ray Davis. Chubb's going to hit the IR. Has he been designated? Yeah, he's on the pup, so he can hit the IR. But Pollard and Javonte fine behind Gibbs. Wilson, Cup, Smith, Kirk. Very nice. Davis and Dortch, fine. Starting Burrow, Andrews, Gibbs, Pollard or Javonte. Wilson, Cup, Smith, Kirk. Really solid and definitely a good start, as a couple people pointed out. Chance, we got Mahomes and Ingram. Say no more. I almost took Ingram over Pitts. That's how much I like Evan Ingram. But I went with the ADP. Barkley, Ramondre, Singletary, just 3 running backs. Some of you guys going light at running back makes me feel better. We just had some really heavy RB teams in this draft. MH Jr., DJ Moore, Michael Pittman. J-Mo, I thought J-Mo was a great value for you. Myers, I love there. Dotson, Polk, Pearsall. I mean, you're just drafting for upside with those 3 guys, which I think is fine. Although I am worried about Dotson right now. But starting Mahomes, Ingram, Barkley, Ramondre, MH, DJ Moore, Pittman, J-Mo. I'd like the starting lineup a lot. I think at least one of these last 4 wide receivers is going to be an option for you in the flex. And then you're just going to play the waiver to build RB depth. So you guys crushed it. At least I got to end this draft with sniping Tommy. Bold prediction: week 5 Raiders trade away Devontae Adams. Bowers goes to the moon. We'll see. Okay, let me get caught up here. And of course, the chat's doing the thing. Okay, here we go. In a home league, someone dropped out because he doesn't trust League Safe. I don't understand. Like, how can you not trust League Safe? League Safe is literally in place to make sure, uh, like nothing sketchy happens. Charlie, great draft, homie. Boxing the draft. Good luck to you.
We just
Chase
have an
is it-
accountant. We have an accountant we trust.
First of the season. Let's go, Chase. Andrew, have a good night. Thoughts on Olave? Worth the late second? I would not trade a. Sorry, not Dynasty. Yes, he's totally worth the late round second. For sure. Okay, let me look at Pete's team and then we'll look at mine. Kyler in the 10th. Kyler, Jordan Love, Burrow, Prescott in the 10th. All these guys were great. I was going to take Kyler if he fell just because I felt like going for the upside. But Ferguson in the 8th was great. Still got Bowers in the 12th, too. You're really good value at QB tight end in this draft. Pacheco, Connor, Swift. Once again, like, I hear a lot of teams like we're kind of contingent on 3 running backs. And
we're thin. We are thin.
Yeah. But you at least got 2 guys. And I like Chandler in the 11th. I'm not in on Gibby, but I understand why some people are. And at this point, like, it's the last pick. Who cares? JJ Adams, Diggs, Rome, Lockett. Fine. I would have gone wide receiver over Gibson, but that's really like I don't think this team is as.
I'm spending all of my free agent money for the week 1 pickup to land that last spot.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. Where like you didn't have players fall to you that you prefer, and like you kind of the board kind of forced you like Adams, Diggs, maybe even Connor, Swift, Roma Dunes. Like I can see why some of these guys you don't prefer, even like Pacheco over Henry. Contemplating going Bijan or Hall over JJ. Like
that would have been the correct play.
Lockett in the 9th. Like I get it.
The
But
way
honestly,
this draft fell, that would have been the play. Go running back, and then I would have went super aggro at wide receiver.
But I mean, you're starting Kyler, Ferguson, Pacheco, Connor, JJ Adams, Diggs, Rome. You can also flex Swift, flex Lockett. Got some depth.
We're flexing both tight ends. It's a double tight end stack. It's a tight end stack.
Maybe you can even flex Bowers. But yeah, I don't think that team looks that bad. Chat,
I just don't like it.
Chat, let us know why you hate Pete's team. Go.
Because I drafted it. Huh?
It's too easy. All right, let's roast mine. This was a weird. I actually thought this was a challenging draft. This is my 3rd team of the year. This was my most challenging draft. So kudos to you guys. JD5 and Tua. I do like that though. And this was a draft that it was really tempting to go quarterback earlier than I have. Stroud was there in the 8th. Burrow, Love, Murray were there in the 9th. And then after that run, Prescott was still there in the 10th. There's a lot of reason to go QB early. Then when I had Pitts, like I wasn't really thinking about going tight end unless Pitts was already taken and Ingram was there. And even when I took Pitts, I thought Ingram or Fergie might make it back to the 8-9. So I even considered Stroud there just because I was like, he's here. I want to switch up some of these leagues. So I'm glad I waited on quarterback when JD and Tua. Pitts. I got Kyle Pitts' team. I wasn't really expecting this to happen. 7-4, I think, is fine though. I'm light at running back. A-Chain, White, Chuba, Algier, and like Chuba's a little banged up. Not everyone's as high on White as me. A-Chain is scary. This is a risky RB room. Lamb, Flowers, Worthy, Deontay, Addison, Dobbs. So this is a really interesting team. I don't hate it. But chat, let me know why you might hate it. I'm starting Daniels or Tua, Pitts, A-Chain White, Lamb, Flowers, Deontay Worthy. I think Addison and Dobbs did add a lot of value here, but this was another point like I could have gone running back is what I really needed to do. I mean, Ford, Gus, Dowdle. I was hoping one of them would fall. Then I'm okay with Chuba here, but I don't think this team is bad. I got a lot contingent on A-Chain staying healthy, Addison actually having value this year, Worthy actually hitting, Flowers and Deontay and Pitts living up to their ADP. And I still have some volatility here at quarterback, but I kind of want to go for some upside in this league. So like A-Chain, Worthy, JD5, even Pitts in the 7th. I'm still okay with this team. We'll see how it turns out. Yeet Man, good to see you. Ridley or Terry? Terry.
Always Terry.
Chase, I thought Olave is perfectly. Olave then Collins after getting C-Mac is really nice. Cameron, better than I expected. Great values on tight end 1 and QB1. Only thing I struggled with was the Jaleel pick. I was considering Mike Williams or Judy there instead, but got all 3. Very nice. Yeah, I like Michael Wilson, Tommy. Not down on him. Parker, rate my 10-man, Dak, C-Mac, JT, CD, Evans, McBride, Waddle. Nothing to dislike here. Depends on the bench, but nothing to dislike here. Honestly, I'm like super brain dead right now, Tommy. I don't think I went over a single bad team. And if there's anything that maybe I preferred differently, I kind of went over with each team. Really hard to pin down just really a lot of good drafting. Same way with last night's draft. Dara got the 5th pick in a 12-man PPR. Not feeling it. Hopefully Chase falls. Yeah, Chase or Amon-Ra would be good. I hate Pete's team since it's managed by a Vikings fan. Fair enough.
Tough.
Fair enough.
Me too. I hate it for the exact same reason.
Tommy says your team is balanced. John, I'll take it. Yeah, but I mean, like, you kind of look like Chase contingent on C-Mac gets Jones and Spears behind him. Kuda's got like Mixon, White, and an injured War, and then 2 handcuffs. Perk has got Jacobs, Najee, 2 handcuffs, although I think a lot of people have faith in Chase Brown. Then I got A-Chain White, Chuba, and a handcuff. Cameron got Monty, Brian Robinson, and/or Eckler than like Zeke McLaughlin. I think you're actually in a better spot here with Pacheco, Connor, Swift, and even Chandler. But if you're considering Chandler a handcuff and Gibby a handcuff, then that's 6 teams with like really just 3 starters at running back. Then Tommy is fine. Bijan, Henry, Mostert, Ford. Foster is obviously fine. Hall, Etienne, Walker, Brooks down the stretch. Like these are high tier starting running backs. Reverse, JT, Cook, Kamara, Dowdle. So still starters, but 3 kind of higher tier guys. This is a weird running back draft. Speezy has got Kyron, Moss, Gus. So that's like another one. It's like a little bit light. Handcuff and Corum, handcuff and Marshawn Lloyd. Box in the deck, Gibbs, Pollard, Javonte, then Chubb on the IR, Davis, handcuff. Chance got Barkley, Stevenson, Singletary. That's it. This was a really aggressive running back draft, and it kind of like hurt all of us. But I think that it's actually pretty even across the board. So
yeah, when you have the middle of the draft going, 3 running backs, 2 running backs, and then 3 out of 4, it kind of just throws everybody off.
This was
there's 8 running backs in the first 4 rounds, right
Yeah.
between picks 7 and 7 and 9.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be in one way or another and a compelling draft. So that makes me feel better about my running back room because it's pretty even across the board there. All right. Yeah, all solid teams. Cameron's scared of Chance and Box and the Jack. I mean, they do always. Literally, this is going to be a competitive. I mean, all the leagues are going to be super competitive, but this is going to be a tough league. Send me offers for Josh Jacobs. I'll send you Tua. All right, congrats to league number 2. Congrats again to league number 3 for drafting from last night. So the next draft won't be tomorrow. We get a little break. Still have 3 spots open in league number 5 if anyone wants to get in. But Tuesday night, league number 4 will be drafting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's another pretty stacked league. Then past that, Superflex League is in a week. Auction League's in 12 days. So a little bit of a break here. But Tuesday night, we got another draft going down. And we'll continue plenty of content, plenty of streams, underdog drafts, mock drafts, all the good stuff coming out for you guys. All right, so that does it. Tommy, welcome to League 5. All right, congrats, League number 2. Sorry again for being 5 minutes late. Great draft tonight. You guys killed it. Nothing else to say. Pete, I'll let you say bye and we'll get on out of here.
Great draft. Excited to play with each and every one of you in this league. Please be gentle with me. Yeah, lots of content coming out last week of the preseason, then an off week, and then the NFL season's here. So it's time. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's get it.
It is certainly time. All right, man. Everyone hit the like. Links are down below. Do all the YouTube stuff. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. With that, I will say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on the catch. And peace.